So, for today's LEGO Bionicle video, if you haven't read the title already, we're looking at Skull Basher. Now, I just dumped the box like this because, let's just say the bottom got a little bit squished, and there's absolutely no, look at that, absolutely no way I can stand this godforsaken box up, unless I put it upside down, which won't even stand still anyway. And obviously I can't put it on the side because, you know, the slides are folded, and the way the box is designed, yeah, there's absolutely no way I can stand this godforsaken box up unless I lie down. So, yeah, anyways, this is Skull Basher. For probably the last LEGO Bionicle set that I'll be doing on this channel. So if you haven't checked the Toa video, so I have Onua, Liwa, Tahu, Lord of Skull Spiders, and Mask Maker versus Skull Grinder, and then this guy. So no Skull Warrior, no Skull Slicer, definitely not Skull Scorpio. I absolutely despise Skull Scorpio. He looks hideous than anything, not worth the money. I said that right now, I'm sorry LEGO. But after looking at Skull Grinder, which is my favorite bad guy from the 2015 reboot, I looked at Skull Basher. Skull Basher is pretty cool too, so it was a set I could not miss, and I had to take a look at this set too. So let me just be right back, because I'm going to actually grab Onua. And for those of you who don't know why I'm grabbing Onua in the mix, is because, well, it has Onua's mask, but the corrupted version. So probably Skull Basher is equally as strong as Onua, who knocked off Onua's mask. I'm guessing that's the cue here. And he's taking it, so that's why the mask is a bit corrupted. So this is set 70793 with 72 pieces. And then here is the back. You can see you can make a combination of him. If you combine Slicer and the Warrior, then you make something like this, so the camera will focus. Maybe it'll show in the instruction book. We'll see. And yeah, that's it. That's really the back. And here's just a comic of Basher knocking off Onua's head. So yeah, speaking of knocking off, and I'm going to end this box's the box. I'm just going to end its misery by opening it straight from the bottom, because why not? It's damaged anyways. Might as well just end it, right? If first and foremost, the tricky part is actually getting that tape cut. Okay, is that so? For the Bionicle videos, there will be no inspecting at the parts. I'm going to go straight to building, but I just want to see how. There's something with these Lego sets, like it's always interesting to see how they packed their sets, because sometimes the variety is interesting. So, open the box. Open the box. What do we have inside? Where's the instructions? Right here. Okay. Let's close up this box that will never be able to stand up. So, let's see. Instructions. It's a pretty clean book. Here's again an ad for all these sets. Slicer, Basher, Scorpio, Warrior, and the Mask Maker versus Skull Grinder. There we go. I knew they would show the combo. So here is a better image, you know, of the combination model between these three guys. So yeah, apart from that, not really that much to show. So let's just quickly, let me just show you that there are two bags plus a torso, and the torso here, in case you're wondering, is just silver. Okay, let's get straight to building Skull Basher. And here we have it, Skull Basher. Now, first and foremost, there are many reasons why I like this guy. Number one, he's an Undead Minotaur. He is a undead, freshly rose from the grave Minotaur. And the inspiration obviously is heavily off the mythical IRL creature that, you know, that we hear in stories and stuff. But the thing about this one, because it's undead, it has a lot of skeletal elements. It has a lot of boniness going on. And I think that is one of the reasons why he looks great. Second reason is he screams purple, just like Onua. And Onua is great in purple, but you can get more purple with this guy, especially these horns. These are huge horns, and you get a lot of different varieties of purple. You got his main rib cage piece, which is purple. You got two of the transparent purple bone joint pieces right here. Again, I just enjoy this guy's color scheme overall. He has a little bit of transparent orange for the contrast, but I think it's one of the contrasts that has worked pretty successfully. Now, first things first, we have to appreciate the mask. I mean, the mask is just some really nice, hefty stuff. And it goes well with the horn. I mean, the horn is so big, you can literally use the horn to take off the helmet. I mean, not helmet, the mask, sorry. And it's the same one as Skull Scorpio, but honestly, no one likes Skull Scorpio. But on Skull Basher, this mask really fits him very well. He looks great. Gotta appreciate the rib cage pieces. These are some very nice pieces. And the fact that it's transparent purple is nice too. Chest piece, again, exclusive print just for him. It's very, very nice. And maybe it would be nice if the chest print was purple as well. Not completely gunmetal gray, I think. Maybe that will, again, make him glow more as he's like rising from the grave. Like, and then he's like powering up in his powers. I don't know. But obviously, a complaint that some people may have is, aren't Minotaurs supposed to be hairy? You know, lots of hair, furry. Well, remember I said he is an undead Minotaur, so he's bound to have a lot of bones. In fact, these are specifically bone pieces to give the undead look. It looks great, and I think for the legs, they've done a particularly well done job. That is actually very, very similar. In fact, it is the same as Skull Grinders. I'm looking back at the Skull Grinder figure behind me. It's actually very similar, except the armor is different, but it's built the same. The thighs here are just the skeletal bone piece, and the bottom is covered with these huge armor coverage pieces. Very nice pieces. Has friction adders, which I don't really see the point of. This guy's not really that heavy, but hey, gives him more posability options, so not complaining. Feet is nice. I like the idea of using the beast feet. That is a smart choice. The arms, again, nicely built, nicely skeletal, so it's not that bad. And the axes itself are very, very nice. He's got two of these huge axes, which were also used for the other villains. And these are just simple weapons, and these are some definitely cool weapons. I think in fact, these are the weapons that work particularly well for a Minotaur like him. Instead of a big axe, he's got two of them, because why not? Now, of course, all the Bionicle figures have play features. Skull Bashers is actually slightly different. You don't actually get the gear system that will, you know, move the arm up and down, up and down. He is called Basher because, well, he's got this huge spring-loaded play feature that with a huge button here to indicate it. Now, you can do this in two ways. First and foremost, you can sway him side to side, and the spring will do the job quite nicely, make him look like he's, you know, going for a stroll, going for a walk, or like running at a toa with his axe in his hands, ready to charge. Or you can just do like simple like blocks, swipes. It's very, very loose, and I think it's done that purposely for the fact that you can have playability just by simply shaking it. Now, the main feature is once you press on it, his arms will close together because of the spring. And of course, because he's called Skull Basher, you know he's bashing at his enemies. But it's more like he's clapping the axes together. Maybe if you want a more different style, then move the axes apart and just do this. Then you won't have to worry about the axes colliding. But apart from that, I like play features that are not what you normally get, but definitely stand out, and this is one of them for sure. I think this spring-loaded play feature is a lot cooler than the gear ones. It's definitely different, that's for sure. And it actually lowers the piece count too, and it makes this awesome looking character for an even more cheaper, affordable price. So I think this one is a particularly well done. This one and Skull Grinder have been my favorite ones, and this one has been pretty well executed, and I'm glad I did not miss this one out. Now the question remains is that he is supposed to be the tough dude, so can he go against Onua, the Master of Earth? Well, yeah, duh. Looks like a match. Looks like a formidable match, and in fact, he won and took Onua's mask, which we'll now get to right now. And I brought Onua here because the other thing included in the set is the corrupted Golden Mask of Earth. And this is what happens after Skull Basher knocks that golden mask off Onua's head and takes it. Then it's got that nice transparent purple going on up here. And it's very, very different from the normal golden mask. It definitely stands out a lot. I think I like the blend of how it goes from just the solid gold to the transparent purple there. I think that was a pretty good idea. And just overall, these are just fun little things to collect. Now, I am one of those guys who like to test these masks on everyone, so first and foremost, let's see what he looks like after he puts on the mask, you know, after he knocks Onua out. Voila! Here is what he looks like with Onua's corrupted mask on. So the purple actually blends in with the rest of his purple quite nicely. I think the mask really trying to fit in with the overall color scheme of him. That's pretty well done, for sure. So we'll put that back on him. His original mask. Now, last thing, I just want to see what this corrupted mask looks like on the Toa itself. So let's take Onua's mask off, and let's apply the corrupted mask. Whoa. Okay, in fact, I think this worked pretty well. I mean, it's purple, and it fits with Onua's entire color scheme pretty well, I must say. Like, the purple works with Onua's overall color scheme. It definitely works out. That looks pretty cool, not gonna lie. And yeah, so there you go. In case you want to see it, I've shown it to you. So there you go. Okay, so in the end, I'm not gonna even put the box back, because we all know the box can't stand. So what do I think of Skull Basher? A really, really well done villain. This one and Culta, the Skull Grinder, are probably the best ones they've done. I'm not really a big fan of Skull Slicer and Skull Scorpio, that's for sure. No one really likes Skull Scorpio. And this one is very cool, not just in his looks, but his color scheme. Purple. Yeah, purple lovers are gonna definitely have a ball with this. And he's a Minotaur. Come on, an Undead Minotaur. How awesome can that get? And if you're into these monsters, cool. This is the set for you. And I think this one and Skull Grinder are the best villains that they've made. Definitely, this is a cool one. You should definitely pick up this one. And it's a villain that you don't want to miss. And I'm going to give Skull Basher here a 10 out of 10 because I actually haven't found any flaws with him. I'm very, very satisfied with the way he turned out. Everything about him is neat. Everything about him is great. And overall, I'm just really, really satisfied with him. And it's great on how he turned out. So this one, I wouldn't say it will be a #1 recommend. I'd say probably get Mask Maker versus Skull Grinder. That has to be #1. Okay, Mask Maker versus Skull Grinder. That is a very, very vital set. but this should be the one you choose after, should you get more sets after Mask Maker. This is definitely set number 2 that you should include on your list. So, again, these are only my opinions, which are pretty subjective, so they are not your opinions and they're not the official opinions. And so, if you enjoyed this video, thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing to the channel for more, and give this video a like or a dislike. Anything helps. I'm not trying to be biased here. I need your opinion. Your opinion is what matters. So, that's it for this one, and hope you guys enjoyed the video, and more will be coming very soon on your way. And we'll talk to you again in the next one, and have a good day with whatever the time you're watching this video, and see ya.